how to make your child listen to you. So first of all, you have to use reverse psychology. You can't tell the child that you have to do this. I'm the mother, I'm saying this, you have to listen to me and you have to do this or that. It does not work with them. So you have to use a reverse psychology. You have to very smartly make them do things that you want them to. So say for example, suppose for an exam, if a kid is not studying, don't study. 70,000 rupees will go. You could have bought an iPhone with that money. You are going to be left behind 6 months. You will start working in your career 6 months later. You will earn less after 6 months. It is up to you. You see, use the peer pressure against them. What will your friends think about you? Not in a negative way, because they can take it very, very on their EQ and all, but on their mental pressure and all. It's not that. It's not that. Just that they need to work hard. Failure is very good. It's just that you have to work hard. If you're giving your honest best, that's all that you're supposed to be doing. That's what's in your hand. Use sarcasm against them, mock them if required. That you can't even do this much, you couldn't even do this much. I mean, try to hurt their ego somewhere, and you have to outsmart them. That is what you have to do, and give them choices. Let them decide, but you give them choices out of the choices that you want. Say for example, as I was mentioning, that either you go to office or you do this or you do this. So which option do you want? So automatically the child thinks that he's in control, but ultimately you're making him choose out of three things that you wanted him to do, out of the three things. And again, give them the pros and cons of all the choices. The parents need to be united. So I've seen at times, the mom is on one side and the dad is on one side. So you both first decide on between yourselves, and then you start with a discussion with the child, so that you both are on the same page. Otherwise, he's going to win the argument. And humor works. Humor works. So be sarcastic at times if needed. There is no harm in making him feel a little bad, or uh, basically, like, at times I've seen those movies and all where the parent is going to lose a game for the child or something. That's fine at till a certain age, but now you have to win the game uh, for his or her long-term benefit, for the child's long-term benefit. So, and you need to stay updated with respect to news, with respect to the kind of memes circulating or the kind of communication that these guys are doing. Because even I'm not updated. I don't know. There was some kid who commented KMN or something. That's the abbreviation for kill me now. I felt like killing him. So you have to be a little careful in terms of what lingo they are using, or something like push them to read an Amish Tripathi's Shiva trilogy. So you have to again be able to answer questions in terms of religion also. If you want them, whatever religion is you have, you need to give the scientific logic behind the religion also, as to why are you doing these things in the religion. Like, we are supposed to sleep in the east, or keeping our heads in the east, or something. It's the best. Getting up early as per religion, but again, it's scientifically important. Or so there are a variety of things that's there in our culture, but that is having a lot of scientific basis. So you have to logically push them towards it. So, and they should be able to choose. Like, I have this debate at times, but I choose the way I want to worship or I want to pray. So I like to read. So I would read the Gita, but that is again from a very, it's very important for me, because in terms of managing life, in terms of managing taking decisions, understanding, and it's absolutely from a non-religious point that I'm going through it very, very carefully, and I'm loving it. But so let them figure out. But I cannot sit in the temple and do a puja for an hour or so. So they'll have to figure out by themselves. So that's that. And so you cannot, again, don't be too much of authoritarian. Maybe logically outsmart them. Be smarter than them. You should have the ability to outsmart your child. So you have to do that. Always show what's in there for them. So what is their advantage? Always try to show that तुम ये करेगा तुमको ये मिलेगा. If you do this, you'll get this. Not always. I mean, for the young ones, you can say that you'll get a cycle or something like that. But after a certain age, you have to show them the long-term picture, that if you're doing these things, it's for your own good. You're not doing a favor to me. I am sorted. I have taken care of my career. It's whatever you're doing is for yourself. Um, you have to tell them that how by doing so and so things today, you actually stand out, and you're going to be actually much cooler in the future. Think about yourself being successful in this and that. See how cool is going to be. So you have to give it to them in their own way. And you have to understand and be very clear in terms of negotiables and not negotiables. For example, if I lose something, it's allowed in my house, it's fine. Or if I break something, I'm not going to be scolded and all. But if I lie, it's going to be a problem. So I can't lie. That is a non-negotiable in my house. As long as I'm honest, they trust me, and it's absolutely fine. But I can break a thing, I can lose some money, I can make some loss, I can do something wrong. I can forget about some deadline. All those things are going to be fine. They're acceptable. You'll have to be better. You'll have to be careful. You might get a little jhad. You might get a little scolding or a little warning or something. But there are some things which are not negotiable. You cannot आप किसी का पैसा नहीं मार सकते. You cannot be dishonest. You cannot deceive someone. So there are things that you can or cannot do. So negotiables, non-negotiables, be very, very clear in terms of the value system.